Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair guys. Today will be super helpful video guys to any of you having a Hyundai. It could be any Hyundai such as Hyundai Sonata, Elantra, Tucson, Santa Fe, Veloster, Accent guys. And you're wondering guys, okay, what oxygen sensor bank 1 sensor 2 means, where that sensor is located, what it means, and how actually not mess it up with another sensor. You might think it's something else, so we will explain guys, okay, what to look for, what to expect, and where to find that sensor. Stay with us. Super helpful information will be shared. We will explain actually how to test that sensor and find out if it's good or bad. So if you have a bad sensor or a good sensor, okay, you can find all that out and you will be able to do it on your own. Now, before we start, let me tell you, we will also share information about the computer that we use for diagnostics, because many of you request that information in the comment section below. Let's start on it now. If you guys need to buy any parts, tools, anything for your Hyundai guys, okay, we're going to share the links in the description of the video below for your convenience, and you can see where we get all the tools and parts from for a really good price and quick shipping as well. Another thing, every single car we get at the garage, we try to make at least 200 to 300 free repair videos. Why we do that? Simply because our mission in the shop is to save you as much money as we can guys. All we need in return, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, that way we can save you even more money and provide even more videos. Now, if you have a Hyundai, you want to check guys our second channel. It's called Electrical Car Repair Live. We're going to share so much helpful information about diagnostics, engine codes, and things like that there as well, so definitely check it out. So specifically guys, we have a 2013 Hyundai. I don't know if you know this guys, but most of the Hyundais nowadays, they're either 3 or 4 cylinder engines, mostly 4 cylinder engines guys. There is not very many V6 engines on newer vehicles past, I will say, 2011 guys. Most of them went to turbo engines and they use 4 cylinder engines. So you will expect to have only one bank. Now let's explain about that. If you have a 3 or 4 cylinder Hyundai engine guys, most likely that means that you have one bank, and that's one cylinder head. If you have a V6 engine, it's a V6, you have 2 cylinder heads, one on the left, one on the right side, or one on the front, one on the back. And that means guys that you have bank 1 and bank 2. One cylinder head is bank 1, the other one is bank 2. But for this one we have only one bank. So bank 1, we figured it out, it's the sensor for the cylinder head somewhere, okay, for that engine right here. But what about sensor 2 guys? What it means? You actually guys have 2 oxygen sensors in most cases on your Hyundai that is going to detect, okay, everything from how rich and lean the fuel mixture is to emissions, and seeing if the catalytic converter it's doing its job and cleaning the exhaust guys. Now the first sensor, okay, you have it, okay, it's known as upstream oxygen sensor, and it's that sensor, okay, you can see all the way down there, okay. This sensor, this is the one, okay, before the catalytic converter guys. It's right after the exhaust, okay, before the catalytic converter. The purpose of that sensor, pretty simple. Detects how much fuel, how much oxygen you have in the exhaust system. That way it's going to tell the engine computer if everything's perfect. If you have too much fuel, it will say, okay, we need to activate the fuel injector for a little bit, injection system for a little bit less time, so we will compensate about that, and we will have perfect fuel mixture guys. Okay, and we will have perfect mixture that will result into normal emissions. You're not polluting, your car is not using too much fuel, it's economical and it's powerful. But what about the downstream sensor, that sensor number 2? That's what we're talking about guys. The first sensor, upstream sensor, is known as bank 1 sensor 1, that sensor right there. But bank 1 sensor 2 guys, it's actually a sensor that's right after your catalytic converter on your Hyundai. So if you come, okay, right there, this right here guys, okay, this is the catalytic converter. This is sensor 2, bank 1 sensor 2. The purpose of that sensor is to detect if the catalytic converter is cleaning the exhaust. And so often guys, okay, if that sensor fails, okay, you may even think that you have a bad catalytic converter, when all you had to do test and find out you have a bad oxygen sensor. So we recommend guys to test the oxygen sensors, find out if they're working, how to test oxygen sensor bank 1 sensor 2. Video will be on the channel and it will teach you how to do that. Now something else I want to share quick with you guys. Many of you constantly ask me in the comment section below about car diagnostics guys. Okay, and what scanner we use and all that stuff. This is it guys, Maxicom. We will put the link in the description of the video below. That works on almost any car you can think of. It's an amazing scanner. Hyundai is right here, and you can access every computer in your Hyundai. For instance, this Hyundai has 17 computers. You can read, delete codes and see live data for every computer, which makes it super powerful. Hopefully guys, the video will be helpful. Thank you for watching and see you next time.